Hello everybody, welcome to the November 2020 update to the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour, and have a lot of very fun things planned for November that I'd like to tell you about. And I'd also like to go over the work that I accomplished over the month of October. I hope everybody had a wonderful Halloween, and let's get started. First of all, I want to wish you and your family and friends a very happy Thanksgiving. Can't believe how fast this year has gone by, but it's just about that time. It's just a few weeks away now till Thanksgiving and the official beginning of the Christmas season. So, hope everybody has some plans for the holiday, and that you're all going to have a happy one and a safe one. So let me go over some of the normal things I talk about. First of all, some of my shameless plugs and promotions. First of all, I'd like to remind you all about Patreon. It costs money for me to bring you the magic that I spread to all of you. So if you are financially able to, and for as little as $1, you can help support me and all of my World Wide Web endeavors, including the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour and my podcasts, of which I have 3, including Dateline Jiminy Crickets and the Jiminy Crickets podcast, and I'll tell you a little bit more about those in a minute. But for everybody who helps support what I do, in turn, I provide you with some rewards, including audio content, music, and also video commentaries every month, and an exclusive podcast only for supporters at the $5 level or up. But even at the $1 level, you still get audio content, free music every month. So consider supporting what I do, and to do so, go to www.patreon.com/DisneyChris, and you can see all of the different levels and all the different ways you can help contribute. Another way you can help support what I do is through our merch, and all of the proceeds go to help support all of the aforementioned things, including the podcasts and the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour. There's 2 different designs. There's the Compass design, and then there's the Dateline Jiminy Crickets design. Available on t-shirts, notebooks, mugs, stickers. Also not shown in the picture are bags and water bottles and other size coffee mugs, larger ones, and all sorts of different things. You can see all of the different merchandise that's available and all the different colors, because the t-shirts come in multiple color options, and they're also available in women's and men's sizes, as well as children's sizes, and I think they go all the way up to 3X and all the way down to extra small. So there's a shirt for everybody. And to get to the online store, you go to jcpodcast.threadless.com, and on there you can choose which design you want, and choose from a t-shirt or stickers or a notebook or whatever you would like to have to represent Disney Chris and the Jiminy Crickets podcast. We also have an Instagram, and it is DisneyChris_JC_podcast, and over there, my good friend Brian Crawford, who has sort of taken charge of all of our promotional type things of late, he's been running the account lately, and he's been posting a new Disney image almost every day with a fun caption, and also providing updates to all the goings on with the different podcasts and things happening on my website. So if you want to stay up to date on everything as it is happening, you can do that by joining Instagram and following us over there. Another way you can do that is by following me over on Facebook, and we have a group just for our podcast, but it also sort of encompasses the website as well. And it's called the Jiminy Crickets Podcast, and it's a private group. And if you would like to become a member, just send me a request, and I can approve you, and you can join the conversation over there. Also, coming up as far as podcasts, we have 2 new shows remaining for 2020, and we just released over the course of October 2 brand new episodes on Haley Mills. Over 6 hours of content about the career and Disney goings on with Miss Haley Mills, the Disney legendary child star. And we have 2 episodes. One was just released last week, and we have one that was released at the beginning of October, so you can listen to both of those. Also, we have a new show coming up this month, which we will be honoring the 50th anniversary of the Aristocats. And at the end of the year, in mid-December, we will be releasing a special all-music episode with all sorts of wonderful Christmas songs that are also Disney songs. So all of those podcasts are planned for the rest of 2020. To listen to these podcasts and to go back and listen to any of our past shows, they're all here. All 100 and right now 28 of them. It's jcricketspodcast.blogspot.com. And in addition to our regular podcast, which is our parent show, our original show, which is an audio only, we also have Dateline Jiminy Crickets, which is a monthly show that we release on our YouTube channel, the same channel in which I post these updates to the audio tour. And in addition to that, we have an exclusive podcast just for our Patreon subscribers called Down the Rabbit Hole, which is a roundtable, off-the-cuff discussion on all things Disney. So if you want to participate in that podcast, you can become a Patreon subscriber. So over on my website, I have some fun things planned for November. And if you don't know, I have on my website what I call the Song of the Day, and every day throughout the year I post a new song, and it's available to go back and listen to throughout the year. In fact, there's a back catalog that goes back to January 2018. So if you miss a day, you can always go back and listen to it again later. But I have 2 special blocks planned for November. From November 9th through 18th, I'm going to have a tribute to Mickey Mouse. His birthday is on November 18th. So I'm doing a 10-day tribute. And it says here it's Mickey Monday because I put the wrong picture here. I'm just realizing. Just ignore that. It's Mickey every day from November 9th through 18th. It's the wrong thing. That's from something I did a couple years ago. And if you also notice, it says 2018 on the thing. It should say 2020. I'll fix that later. And Countdown to Thanksgiving will be another 10-day block starting on November 21st through the 30th. So it'll exceed Thanksgiving, and it'll all be Thanksgiving-related songs that also happen to be Disney songs. So you have that to look forward to. One other thing I want to quickly mention is that we have a brand new mobile-friendly version of our magical audio tour, which is much easier to use if you're using a mobile device. It's set up so it's easier to read and it doesn't overlap the pages, and it's easy to scroll and navigate. And in order to get to that, you go to our website and you can click on the links. There's links everywhere. And also, if you just want to go there directly, the direct URL is disneychris.com/mobile-friendly-audio-tour.html. So let's talk about the Disneyland Magical Audio Tour. And I've been quite busy this past month, even though you may not know it, because I haven't posted any new content on the website in quite some time, but I've been doing some behind the scenes work. And before I get to that, I actually want to mention one other thing that's related to this time of year in regards to the website, and that is that if you are in the mood to listen to some Mickey Mouse birthday related content, you can go to my Disneyland Anniversaries chapter, and on there's a bunch of music that is related to Mickey's birthday, including his 50th birthday from 1978. There's a whole block of songs from that. And then if you scroll down further, there's another block of songs for his 60th birthday from 1988. And then even further down on the page, there's a block of songs for his 90th birthday from 2 years ago, which is the newest section on the page under the 60th anniversary. So that's from 2018 Get Your Ears On celebration. So that is all there if you want to celebrate Mickey's birthday. But in addition, if you want some Thanksgiving music, go to the Holiday Time in Disneyland chapter. Not to be confused with Christmas in Disneyland, which is just strictly Christmas. Holiday Time is all the other holidays. So if you go to that chapter, I just before recording this have rearranged the chapter so that the Thanksgiving tracks are now at the top of the page. After these first two tracks sort of introduce the chapter, because they're just related to holidays in general. And starting with track 3, we have a block of Thanksgiving tracks. In fact, what you're listening to right now is this, Disneyland Hotel Thanksgiving Banquet, which is a 28-minute little mix of piano songs that you would hear if you were at the Disneyland Hotel having Thanksgiving dinner at the banquet hall. So just wanted to mention that those are there. And then now let's talk about what I've been doing as far as the website, Magical Audio Tour, new content. So I have made 2 new lists, to-do lists, and just sort of decided to work on the middle chapters and get some of the easier stuff done to just get a bunch of new content out there quickly. So I'm not really working on anything that's majorly difficult, but I picked 250 of the over 2,000, I think, new tracks that I'm going to be adding, and I made a short to-do list, and I picked 20 songs from all the new chapters I'm working on. I'm working on the middle chapters, chapter 7 through 18. So I picked 20 songs from each of those chapters, and the first chapter, chapter 7, is New Orleans Square, and as you can see, I have 20 songs, and they're all highlighted in yellow, which means I have already finished all of the setting up, and all I have to do is the final cleanup. So that's what I've been doing over the past month, is setting all these 250 tracks done. And I actually only have 30 to go, and once I finish this list, I'm going to start doing the final cleanup and adding new tracks. So during the month of November, you're going to see a tidal wave of new audio. After all, waiting all this time for something new, it's all gonna happen all at once, because I'm gonna have 250 new things to add after I do the final cleanup. So chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 I have set up, which is 20 tracks on each that I just sort of picked the easiest ones to do, or ones that I was interested in doing, just for personal interest. And then the last 2 that I haven't finished yet are chapters 17 and 18, which I'm going to continue to work on over the next several days. And once these are done, there's 30 left here, I will be getting all this stuff added to the website. Now, I did say 250 because I have some extras here that are the beginning and ending chapters. I picked one track from each chapter to work on for that out of the 10 that aren't 100% finished yet. And these have already all been set up for these chapters. Everything for these chapters is already 100% set up. So I'm just sort of taking a break from these chapters because I'm sort of got tired of working on them. So I'm working on the middle ones for a while. But these are also part of my to-do list, and these are all set up already as well. And I'm just doing one from each of those chapters to sort of round it off to an even 250 tracks. So the other thing I want to show you quickly is this is my master to-do list. This is everything I have that needs to be worked on. And these I've also color-coded. Everything in yellow is set up and ready for final editing. So as you can see, I have most of these chapters set up already for final editing. Anything in red is something I cannot do yet because I don't have all the materials I need as of yet. Anything in blue, it still requires some additional clean editing work. There's really only one track. It's this Disneyland 10th anniversary. But as you can see, this has the first 6 chapters from before, plus it has all these new chapters, and I've already highlighted in yellow the ones from the other list that are also highlighted in yellow. But this is everything, not just the ones I'm currently working on. So this goes up to, I think, almost 2,000 tracks. So let's scroll down to the end here. The ones in green are the ones that are on the other list that I plan to edit but are not done yet. So those 30 that are not done yet are in green on this list, which is basically just chapters 17 and 18. And I'm going to add a few more things that I've come up with to the chapter 19, Galaxy Far, Far Away, Star Wars chapter. Because even though I do finish, I always come across new content, so it's never finished. Here's that Disneyland 10th anniversary track again. It's on both chapters. It's the same thing. That's why it's in blue. Oh, so I lied. It's 1,000 tracks. It's actually 1,212 tracks. So after I finish those 250, it'll be less than 1,000 to go. It's much better than 2,000, but still, it's a lot of work. So that's what's going on. And that's basically all I've been doing besides doing my podcasts and everything that's involved with that. So I just wanted to jump on here and give you a brief update. There's not much else to tell you guys. We'll have a much longer update in December because I'll have a lot of new content added, and I'll go through all of the new tracks that I've added and explain what they are and one by one. So the video for next month is going to be quite lengthy, so we'll keep this one short to even them out. So I hope everybody does have a happy Thanksgiving. And last but not least, I'd like to thank you all for your continued support of DisneyChris.com, Dateline Jiminy Crickets, and the Jiminy Crickets podcast. And I'll see you all in December. Bye-bye.